Hi. Almost less than 2 hours from now, I'm going to shut down my telephone because it's Shabbat and it's holiday of Sukkot. We all watched today that President Donald Trump walked to his helicopter and went to hospital. First, I want to wish him speedy recovery that he will. President of the United States the last 3.5 years or 4 years has been under constant attack from a second that he walked down on the escalator in his tower. President of the United States was attacked the second in his inauguration when they condemned him and compared him to Hitler. And right away the Russian stuff started. They tried to jail his national security appointment, General Flynn, and they did, but they didn't succeed yet. Right away, they went to Mueller account that spent $45 million of my and your money for a pure lie and conspiracy that Democrat created and has been proven now after 3.5 years by the bureaucrats of the FBI and CIA that is all was scam and a sham, and it was a coup against his presidency. After they lost on Mueller, what they did was they created another bombshell. Every day is another bombshell that explodes and within 2 days leaves an empty shell behind. The next one was Kavanaugh in Ukraine. When we know that Ukraine was a bogus too, it's Joe Biden that has stopped the prosecution on Ukraine go against his son Hunter that took $83,000 a month salary for doing nothing. So they did not succeed on that because that was a bogus too. Then they tried to eliminate Kavanaugh, the most disgraceful debate that ever happened in United States House with who in charge? Kamala Harris, the current candidate for vice presidency of Joe Biden. That same Kamala Harris that donated millions of dollars or urged the donation of millions of dollars to BLM that we know that is a communistic organization and try to destroy the United States from the source. So after impeachment that they didn't succeed, they dragged the country in another 3 months of bullshit. And the impeachment, of course, failed too. So they could not get rid of him. So now they went to their last weapon. The last weapon was releasing the China virus that was made by establishment, Bill Gates, Dr. Fauci, Chinese Communist Party, in Wuhan laboratory. And now we know that it was a handmade and intentionally was released to damage Donald Trump presidency and Western society. The virus created a pandemic. What other choice Donald J. Trump had but to stop the traffic from China and from Europe to the United States, build hospitals in New York and many other places, sent 2 ships to California and New York, and most of them were empty, while their governors, especially Cuomo, was pushing the elderly people to the nursing home and caused over 2,000 deaths by himself. It's Cuomo that has blood on his hand, not President Trump. He did everything. He mobilized the army. He mobilized the government. He built ventilators. He pushed American company to create a vaccine. He searched for a medicine that he knew that it was right. I don't remember the name, but the one that you cannot find it in the market and no doctor can prescribe it, that a pill costs 30 cents and a cure of the COVID that they created. And after that did not succeed, even with the COVID, economy shutdown and everything. What the left did here, they held people in jail for 3 or 4 months, and then all of a sudden they released them to the street, to loot, to burn, to destroy American city, not let American having a dinner in the restaurant, bombing, shooting, killing mostly black people that they fight for supposedly. We know that the racism existed in the United States, exists in many places. The United States is not only place that race exists. And after it didn't work, stop with the violence now, just temporarily, threatening United States government and people that if their candidate, the phony candidate, the cover-up candidate, the facade candidate that behind it is standing Bernie and the squad won't win, is going to be a chaos. So we know that the Democrats created chaos. They created chaos all the time while they were in power and while they were out of power. When they were in power, they created war. President Trump created peace. President Trump managed to make peace after 25 years between Arabs and Israel again. He withdrawing the army from the hostile places like Iraq and Afghanistan and put it on Korea too. They don't like it. The establishment, the warmonger politician that brought this country to his knee, like war in Iraq for $7 trillion lost. Thousands of American people, young, got killed for the lie that they did in UN, that Saddam, that he was agent of the CIA, had a destructive weapon, that he didn't. They didn't find it. That was a lie. Iraq war was a lie. Like Vietnam War was a lie. Vietnam was created by whom? By John F. Kennedy. Johnson resigned because he couldn't finish it. Who finished it with a shame? Nixon, the Republican, the party that released the black from slavery. The same party today begged black people to vote for him because the black opened their eyes and see that they were and they are in democratic plantation. Anyway, what I want to say, I have a minute and a half to go, that Trump won every battle. The last battle that now is involved is taking care of himself and getting out of the hospital healthy and ran another 4 years in this beautiful country. I want to wish my president a healthy and fast recovery, and hopefully he's going to get out of the hospital within a few days and is going to defeat the communism that attacking his regime, our country, our freedom, our First and Second Amendment, our Constitution. Let Trump defeat them again. So within 13 seconds, this video is ending. And Trump, after get out of a hospital, is going to win presidency with landslide. Shabbat Shalom and Sukkot Sameach. Bye.